Hey guys, Truth Waves here. I know I haven't released as many videos as I said I would, but it's been a journey. Um, this past couple of weeks, recently got out of the military, served in the Marine Corps for almost 7 years. Um, but this video is gonna be a warning to those that are in the Marine Corps. Whether it be corporal, sergeant, staff sergeant, gunnery sergeant, if you were thinking about being a Marine recruiter, obviously, you're going to decide what you're going to do. It's your career choice, your path. Um, and then you have to deal with the hit list as well. Um, but this is just my personal experience of being a Marine recruiter. Now, I volunteered, believe it or not. I was young, motivated sergeant. I wanted to come back home, you know, be able to live a good life and give back to the Marine Corps. Now, a lot of people thought, I should have went, drill instructor, but I decided not to. I volunteered to go recruiting. So, I went to recruiter school back in the beginning of 2024 and oh wait, no, not the beginning of 2024. The beginning of 2023. My bad. Um, and recruiting school was not bad. You learn skills that are definitely beneficial when it comes to talking to um, pretty much anyone, whether that be your junior Marines, someone that's higher above you, anyone. Literally, the skills can be applicable to pretty much anything when it comes to influencing people. And that's what the basic Marine recruiter is all about, is influencing people and getting them to want to be a Marine. Looking at you and be like, that's what I want to be. That is the main focus of being a basic Marine recruiter. Now, as far as becoming a recruiter, very simple. The schooling wasn't that long. I'm pretty sure it was like 2.5 months, and it was over in San Diego, California. Now, if you're thinking about being a recruiter, just a just a caution. This is only my experience. I can't speak on anybody else or how it is for the Marine Corps. This is solely my perspective. Now, once I graduated from basic Marine recruiting school in San Diego, I was slated to go to RS San Antonio. And I did go to RS San Antonio. And I ended up going to New Braunfels. So recruiting substation New Braunfels. Recruiting substation New Braunfels was a 1 and 4. So one boss. Um, oh wait, no, correction. 1 and 3. My bad. So one boss and then three basic recruiters. So with that, I was one of the three that were there. I hated it. Honestly, I did not like it, and for the reasons of the fact that I stayed late. I worked 14-hour days, and that was pretty much 5 days a week, and then I'd work not Sunday, I'd work Saturday, for probably like 8 hours, and then I was just burnt out, you know. I was a recruiter only for 10 months. Um, I'll get later more into that. Um, but it's a whole bunch of calling, just calling, cold calling. So you're just going through these lists that they give you, the school lists or any college lists, any community colleges, things like that. And you're just calling, calling, calling. And most of the time, People hang up on you, people talk back, it's like, man, what the heck? For me, I had no problem calling so many people, but at the end of the day, it's like I ran through my lists. And once you run through a list, that's it. Like you can try doing it again, but chances are it's like there's nothing. And on top of that, I didn't like some of the schools I had. They just straight up didn't want military. And partly due to the blame was the administration um, that was in office. But overall, it's not really what brought me down. It's the fact that it's either you sink or you swim. You survive or you don't. And truth be told, a lot of people don't look out for each other on recruiting duty, in my experience. Um, and I really didn't feel welcome, being in part of that office. And no discredit to the other recruiters. It's just I was younger than them and they were married and they had their families and it wasn't it. It wasn't it. Um, I expected to go out to these schools and like talk to people, like, actually inspire and motivate them. And don't get me wrong, I did, but it's all about numbers. It's a numbers game. That's all it is. They want to make sure that you have enough people that are coming in the office. Oh, you got 3 people coming in the office that day. Cool, bet. And then what do you got for the next day? And then the next day, and then the next day. And it's like you got to keep that going no matter what. Even if you're sick, even if you're feeling down, does not matter at all whatsoever. I remember one day I was working and I was so freaking sick. Like I came home and I took my temperature. I had a temperature of 104.3 and everyone thought I was just feeling down that day. But no, like I told them I was like I felt sick and like I just had to keep working and I did. And I did. So, if your expectation of Marine recruiting is, being inspirational and motivational and everything's going to go well, it's not. I guarantee you it is going to be the most stressful thing you have ever done in the Marine Corps or ever done in your whole entire life. Your whole entire life. It doesn't matter what they pay you out here, wherever you go, I don't recommend becoming a Marine recruiter. I recommend going drill instructor if you can, or be in a staff position in MSG. Because being a recruiter is too much. It's too much. They expect too much. And it's high tempo. It's either like you gotta go. Like go, 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 no matter what. And you can only do so much. And for some reason, the Marine Corps doesn't understand that when it comes to Marine recruiting. Compared to the other branches, they lived easy lives. Yeah, sure, you want to say, oh, it's the Marine Corps. It has to be this way. I was in the Marine Corps for almost 7 years. 7 years. All right, I'm 24 years old. I joined as soon as I could. I was 17 years old. But this is just a warning to all those that are thinking about going on recruiting duty or are on the HIS list. Deny, deny, deny. Do not, I repeat, do not go on recruiting duty because that's going to be one of the biggest mistakes. I have seen so many people go through struggles and suffer and just they gain weight, they go into depression, whatever it may be, just it is not recommended. But y'all are going to do what y'all want to do. This is just my piece of advice and my perspective on Marine recruiting. But as always, y'all stay blessed and stay true. Amen.